What is going on, YouTube? Weston Nelson here, along with my friend and partner, Trading Nichols from the Crypto Cave. We are very excited to be with you tonight discussing kind of a wild Monday, I would say. Not kind of, actually a crazy Monday. We're going to talk about just all the updates in crypto, NFTs, DeFi, Fantom, borrow lending protocols. We got a lot to cover, so get excited like we were trading all day. And keep in mind, nothing we say here is financial advice. You always need to do your own research, and if you like what we're talking about, come and join us in the Crypto Cave. We do have a 7-day free trial that is pretty easy to hopefully figure out your way there, navigate there. You don't even have to enter your credit card. Come and try us out. See how you feel about it. Welcome to the live stream.
Don't forget, we got nicknamed last night. He said we should be the DeFi guys.
That's true. If you do have an opinion on that, please comment in the chat. Because I guess we could change our names. Wait, no, what are we? No, I don't want to be the.
No, my response to that was that's our nickname now. I love it. However, let me explain to you why we're called the Crypto Cave. And that's because in the cave, you see the shadows of real life. And when you exit the cave, we get you into the real life. The Crypto Cave is here to show you you're in the cave and get to you the light. I know it sounds religious. Yes. It's not religious. It's just metaphorical for truly seeing what's going on. In other words, being in a community that gets you informed, that gets you pumped about what does work and what doesn't work, to both keep you safe and unsafe enough for better gains.
Yeah, exactly. And what Trade Nichols was talking about there is, I think you explained the analogy of kind of what we're trying to do is that this is actually there's a purpose where that comes from. Again, I don't think you mentioned the writer of the allegory of the cave.
Plato.
Yeah, a famous guy, lived
a little bit.
A few years ago. His teacher was Socrates, the Socratic method that many of us are familiar with. And then he taught Aristotle, who then went on to teach Alexander the Great. That's irrelevant. But Plato wrote the allegory of the cave. And in it, he speaks about being able to see the light. And we think that technology is the enabling force in being able to see objectively. And crypto is that. So aptly, we are named the Crypto Cave. And right now we're focused on helping each other trade, but there's a lot more that we can do, as we're already noticing, which we'll get into today when we talked about rarity manifested. There's just the crypto evolution is going to keep going and spinning. So I think we'll touch on that. So where would you like to dive in? We have like 5 subjects to hit. DeFi, so Scream.
Well,
borrow.
So I guess we could start with our thumbnail first. Abracadabra money. I have to say, I'm confused.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I was when you first brought it up. I was when you second brought it up. When you third brought it up, I'm more confused. But for the sake of the audience, that's your lead in.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. Let me pull up a Brave tab.
I actually already have Abracadabra up.
Oh, you have it? Okay.
I do.
Go ahead.
All right. So, the Abracadabra money is a spell book that allows people to produce magic money. Here we are trying to keep people away from calling it money, but this is like their branding, so you kind of have to put up with it. Okay.
It's called Magic Internet Money. MIM is the ticker. I like it. I think it's pretty awesome. But
and it fits. It fits because what's exciting is yesterday they announced that they're part of the ecosystem of Fantom. Last I checked, they only had one asset that they could lend, but it's a start and it's integrated. And I haven't tried it. Does it work?
Oh yeah, does it work? Yeah, it works fantastic.
Okay.
Was that a trick question?
No, it was an honest question because I haven't tried it.
Okay, so the lowdown on Abracadabra. So what Abracadabra.money is just a sleeping giant, by the way. People don't even understand what's about to happen here. They were kind of the original leveraged interest bearing token provider. So you could take your Yearn vault, for instance, that's earning interest, and leverage up and borrow a stable coin. So they have three tokens in their system: Spell, Staked Spell, and MIM, the stablecoin. So you can leverage your interest-bearing tokens, kind of like Taro does with LP pools, but then take a loan against them. And now we just heard recently that they are coming to Fantom, which is, like, to me, the best news ever.
Yeah, I
Because
remember I'm not sure how many months. I'm just guessing 6 months ago that you excitedly brought them up, and I took a look at it and thought, ETH fees. I'm not a mega well. I can't afford this. But
yeah,
with them coming
it
to
wasn't that
Phantom, it
long
makes
ago,
it
but it
reachable
was
for the
during
retail
the, like,
trader.
ETH, what would you call it? The ETH terrible times, the
I
dark
mean,
days
Uniswap
of.
has a great purpose for wells. There's enough liquidity for them to move around and do things, but for the rest of us, we
Yeah,
need
no,
options like Phantom and Matic.
yes, absolutely, and I would say Phantom is much better in my personal opinion. Not to say anything there's wrong with Polygon, and they're making a lot of great developments. Especially, I'm still doing research on their acquisition. That they're going to be doing ZK zero knowledge proof work, I guess, on the sidechain. I don't know the technicalities of how that'll work, but yeah, this is going to be all they've had on Fantom was wrapped Fantom. So you could take wrapped Phantom, leverage up for like pennies, and get a loan of MIM, Magic Internet Money, in return, and then do whatever you want with that. You could go cross chain, and now that they're multi-chain, just the possibilities are going crazy. Finally, they
Are they
added to
more
Ethereum.
established? Pardon me. Are they more established with Matic than they are with Phantom, or am I getting ahead of their project?
No, no, no. Actually, so I think there were some delays, but I think it actually first launched on Phantom. It's most established on Ethereum. If you go to Ethereum right now, you're not going to believe this, but they have,
Oh,
as far as TVL, well, I'm not even going to set you what
well,
you
I'm
wouldn't
on
believe it.
Ethereum, so I should be able to
Oh,
see what kind of
okay.
stuff
Go,
they've
go to
got going
borrow.
on.
Go to borrow.
Go to borrow. Okay.
Yep, upper left. And this is finally where they've started. They're showing. Okay, so here you go. Here's what you can use as your collateral to take a stablecoin loan. Um, and
Oh, so you can put in Phantom, X
but
Sushi,
well,
these different things,
yes.
and then you can borrow out stable coins to do whatever. That's that. Is that the
While you
concept?
have an interest-bearing token that is being used as your collateral, as opposed to, like, um, just a normal token that may or may not go up in price. Now, these tokens, hopefully, you want to go up in price as well, but they're, by their very nature, like, so. The only one that doesn't count here would be Fantom. But if you go scroll down, like, my favorite is the Yearn Vault Curve Iron Bank. Okay, that is perhaps again, in my opinion, one of the most innovative concepts in DeFi that's come out to date. So that value keeps going up and has basically since, I think, March, of each unit. So
It
if you
depends
think
on their
about it,
success. It's not real. I mean, it's audited. It's on GitHub. It's people have looked through
oh,
it.
Yearn,
It's
yeah.
not like it's some fly by night Ponzi scheme. That's
But are
not
you
why
talking
they
about
keep their fees
Yearn
going up. No,
or
I'm well. I'm talking urine or curve. Take your pick. It's something that they keep
oh no,
getting
yeah,
better
they're
at.
they're incredible and, like, as close to bulletproof as you're going to come in crypto. There's nothing without risk, I think I'd add. But to make your point, Yeah, Curve and Yearn are like the lifeblood of DeFi, and now we've got this thing called Abracadabra.money. Um, look at the TVL. That's what I was gonna say. Is you're not gonna believe me because you've probably never heard of this protocol. Most people haven't.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
millions, millions, millions. I know I just try to explore, but everything I'm looking at is millions. And they also have a bridge to get me over to Fantom
just came
or to
out. Yeah,
BSC or AVAX. Okay.
yeah, it's gonna be
Bridging fee.
massive,
Okay.
and
And the
it's
token that
also
bridges is MIM. So right now
uh,
I don't see an option. It's just MIM. Okay.
so MIM, right? That's the Magic Internet Money, the stable coin. Now you spell the native token of Abracadabra.money was just actually released on the Fantom Layer 1 network. So you can now get Spell at Spirit Swap, which is one of our favorite dexes. Spirit Swap, Spooky Swap, kind of like the Ethereum's Uniswap and Sushi Swap. It's the easiest way to compare it. People get it right away when you think of them like that. And
I'm not finding MIM when I do MIM. But do I have the wrong ticker for it?
um, where where are you going, or where are you
I was
looking?
trying to use little
Oh,
old trading view, but maybe I need more of a keck to go deep into DeFi.
yeah, I would do that.
Yeah. I know
Well,
it's a
it's a
stable
stable
coin,
coin,
but
so the
I still
values of.
like to check the graph because I get more comfortable if it stays pretty close to peg, you know?
Oh, okay. Well,
I
I've
hadn't
got
thought
it.
of
I
that
mean, I've
back
got
out
it pulled
ahead,
up.
but
I've
okay.
got it pulled up.
Yeah, go ahead and switch screens.
Let's see here. Um, Mim. Here we go, and I've got it on the Keck tools. Should able to see?
You still show my screen, I think.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Nothing, or you still see it?
Yeah, I see your screen now.
Okay, so yeah, so what this is, sorry, I'm just gonna turn right. I just keep getting dings on my phone. Sorry. So okay, this is Keck Tools, which by the way, they just relaunch. They also have a ticker KEK, and they just launched a new interface, which I like quite a bit, which is this here. But yeah, so this is Magic Internet Money. So there's the price right now. I mean, again, it's pegged to, well, and that's the price on Spooky Swap. So believe I believe well, of course it's on other chains. We know that. We just you just saw it on 4 other ones. Um, but let's see there. So like, what is it? That's not right. Uh, that would be a nice arbitrage
It,
opportunity if
yeah, it's probably not supported. So Keck is new and innovative and gets us charting on
Phantom.
Phantom, Boo, Tarot, stuff that you can't find in traditional places, so that you can actually do your charts and TA and get a feel for where things are going. And you just can't do that with traditional TradingView. So TradingView is working with the Keck
Here,
tool. They're using their codes. There's some kind of partnership, but TradingView itself, you can't pull up these obscure things yet. We're going deep down into places where it
like
might be
this.
more dangerous, but the upside potential can also be much greater as well.
Are you still able to see it? Like I pulled up like tarot, um,
Yeah.
or Gton or Dis, or these kind of obscure. Well, wait, we don't want this on Uniswap again. Let's find this on Dis on
Find
Spooky.
this on Spooky.
Yeah.
You just
So
went to the
see,
islands one.
what's that?
You just went to the islands one. They say it's this. It's this.
Dis is this the right? Okay. All right. Sorry, this is a bad example, but we're trying to show
But
here.
the point is,
Yeah.
if you've never looked at for before, it's a good idea to check it somewhere. For example, you can come to the Crypto Cave, you can type .c, whatever you want on Fantom, and then say 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, and it may not be as fancy as TradingView, but you can double check it. I do it all the time because, for example, for some reason, I think it's Spirit. The Keck can't get an accurate count. It keeps saying different values than what I see in real life. And at the Crypto Cave, you can use our tools to get accurate prices on some of these obscure hard chart items, so you're not operating blind.
Um, yeah, I was going to give an example. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
What would
I
you
feel
like to
like you
see?
might want to half the size of your window, like pull it to the left side or right side of your screen to narrow your focus so it matches with the half screen style. You know
Is
how to
that better?
snap your windows?
I sure do.
Yeah, snap it left or right because we're kind
Okay.
of in between. We're in the center.
How's that?
It's very smart. It's keeping it solidly in the wrong place. So I guess we'll just
Yeah,
have to
it
put
really
ourselves
is.
more off to
Wow.
the side.
I don't know if Discord is outsmarting us or what, but there.
No,
How's that?
it's not there. Okay, so the center of the screen. Oh, you're looking at my screen. That's why nothing's moving. It's my fault. You're looking at my screen. What do you want to see? I can pull it up and see if I can snap
Just
it to the side.
yeah, Discord basically wanted to
There, we're
show.
centered now. What do you want to see there, bud?
Oh, well, tarot.
Tarot. Okay, I got
screen.
that ready for you. Yeah,
Okay.
tarot. I've got tarot.
Okay. So
And by the way, it did a like the
Batman.
Bart Bart man instead of Batman, where he's got the head and you got the neckline. And I know it's not a head and shoulders, and I know you don't have a shoulder over here, but the idea is if you can imagine a cape that's really tall on his shoulder, like the Bart man, and then it flows down into the cape. But the idea is it's basically a head and shoulders. You measure from the head to the neck, and then you measure down and actually just actively kind of help you visualize this. Bottom of the neck is right here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, didn't
And
don't
you,
you have a nice visual that you have prepared for this or no?
I did, but let's kind of show how to measure
Uh,
because no one ever does that. And it took me years to find someone who would show me this. So this is an 80% move to the upside. All right. When, well, and then now if we come down from the neck, hold on. I'm used to real trading view versus cat trading view where it stays on the tool until I turn it off. So literally with an
yeah.
80% upside, it's possible to still get a full 80% retrace based on how high this head is. It's kind of ridiculous, but it's possible to be true. Um, it's kind of funny. I measured earlier and said 48%, and I'm wondering if I measured it wrong because,
No, you measured
okay,
correct.
42%, it's because when I measure up, it makes it a higher percentage. 42%, now I'm measuring correctly because saying that move was
Well,
80% up.
and the other interesting thing is that we were talking about this about maybe 12 hours ago or like 10 hours ago, and the price has actually stabilized. I think I was saying I feel like it's kind of stabilized quite a bit here for the yield farmer, and it's been. I mean, I don't know. What do you think?
I think it's in trouble, but it's not really
Okay.
trouble because it's a 2 week old asset. It's got to
Ye-
build a structure. Right
Thank
now,
you.
we don't have
Ye-
structure until $1.
yes.
And if so, take for example,
Ye-
I'm in Boo,
Oh, I
right?
found my screen. I'm sorry. I think I just
Oh, did
overshared
you
my.
switch? It's okay if you switch to Discord. If on Discord you can go to TA, I actually did it. I think I did. That's where I did the pretty picture of Batman.
Cave
To
tweets, Cave
help you imagine
TA,
it.
technical
TA.
analysis. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. I know that's not super big, but
Uh,
at least watching it myself live, I'm allowed to zoom in, and I'm showing kind of say it's a Batman. You know, here's the head, um, here's the head, and then over on the right, that's the furled cape, and I'm pointing out
mm-hmm.
that if the cape could go up like here, it's that Bartman, not the Batman. But I couldn't find the Bartman, so
Yeah, yeah,
I
I'm with
settled.
you. But doesn't that imply that there's much more upside than downside?
No, Head and Shoulders that tries to complete
No,
is
the
very
Bartman.
bearish, and the Batman and the Bartman are also bearish formations. It's what happens after you moved up too far too fast, you're overextended, and the market's going to retrace and correct. Don't get me wrong, I still made a ton of money. I just reduced how much I
Well,
was in Taro while I saw that this was going to be going down for a while.
okay, okay, all right, that's fair. Because I was gonna say, I mean, so are you bullish on Taro, as a project still? Because like
Yeah,
personally,
I
I'm
use it constantly,
okay.
completely. It's just that most of crypto, like Boo, for example, found consolidation here, and Taro did not. It kept going down, and this is on the 4 hour. So, um, right in here was the last day where Boo tried to consolidate, where Fantom is consolidating.
Yeah.
Stuff that's been
So
around
where are
longer,
we with
stuff that
Fantom, which is really the driver of all of this, essentially, right? I mean, this ecosystem, I should say.
and we're stabilizing, right? They're doing great, but
Yep.
Taro is not, and that's because it's brand new. Boo and
That's what I think
Phantom
too.
have been around a while.
Exactly. We're talking about a project, yeah, that is. It's got like 70 million, or I don't know if you have the Tarot website. I can check it quick, but the
Yeah,
TVL is
actually, I do.
here. I've got it. 69 million, 29. I mean, come on. That's like been around for 2 weeks. You're gonna expect some price volatility with a token like that, right?
And
Or at least
the beauty
I would.
is as long as I have my Phantom Boo making money over there, let me put this very, very simple. Okay. So Boo fell
Do, do,
25%.
do you know what percent I'm getting on my leverage LPR right now? Uh,
Is it like 600, 800%?
no, it's more than that. I'm earning over 1,000% APR in Taro tokens. So every day for
Yeah.
the past
Yeah.
2 weeks, I'm hitting claim because it costs nothing, well, essentially nothing, and the price has been now it's gone down, but it's been relatively stable. And my hope is, of course, that people start to understand the utility of this project, and that shoots up. So I'm claiming just boatloads of tokens, like, and I'm trying to explain that like
I,
this is a
I'll make it. I
genius.
have a great
Yeah.
example. I know you're like emotionally share it. Let me share it like clinically. Okay. So at one
Yes.
point, Phantom was $1.50, and that's when I decided to go short with a portion of my portfolio, and I made
Mm-hmm.
20% as it went down. At the same time, I continued to be long on Phantom Boo Pool, and it
Yep.
fell 25%, but I
Yes.
only lost 13% value.
And why
I
is
only
that?
lost
Because you were
13%
getting so
value
many tokens.
because I was getting so much yield. And the yield that I was collecting in Taro doesn't even count. That's money that I pulled off the side when I'm ready to go in against Phantom again because I'm too afraid to be leveraged when Phantom's steady and Taro's kind of on a pullback. So I'm being careful, but at the same time, I stayed in the pool. It only went down
Yeah.
13%, but price action went down another almost double, total of 25%
Yeah.
because of
Exactly. And you're
money and fees and more um, Boo and more Phantom that I was earning in fees back and forth
and
because all the
here's
volatility pays
my
me.
question though is this: what happens when the screaming comeback arrives for Phantom, which to me feels inevitable in the near short term? You are now going to be so happy that you were yield farming that whole time.
Yes.
Um,
It's made you more of a holder than I've ever seen you be, Weston. You know what I mean? Because you're like, I'm getting this.
oh
You're being
yeah,
more of a hodler than I've ever
it's
seen because you're like,
actually
if
true.
I hold it, I keep generating more. Even if the price is going down, I'm getting more of them.
Well,
And
but
if
it's also because I believe in the
fundamentally,
project.
yes, because
Um,
fundamentally you're secure. Exactly.
you got it. Yeah, I usually well, I'm still doing a bunch of stuff, but you're right. That's kind of yeah. I'm holding on to it because yeah, I'm getting 1,000% APR on a pool. Taro, I'm looking at like I said, this TVL that is insane allows you to leverage for super cheap, how many traders, once they understand this, are going to flock to this? I have a hard time seeing a future where there is less than a billion TVL on Taro. And their market cap right now is like 12 million or 15 million. Like, are you kidding me? It's more useful than any protocol on Ethereum. And we're looking at it, to me, it's just a gem. I don't know how to explain it other than that. And Spell, back to Abracadabra, is very much the same in the sense that it allows you to leverage not an LP position. I mean, no, they may introduce that, but an interest-bearing token, such as your Yearn Vault. So I am extremely bullish on Spell too. I think Danielle from Popsicle Finance is the creator of both the protocols, ICE, which is popsicle.finance, and then Spell. And Popsicle is on Fantom also, by the way. Were you looking to show that?
I don't know about Popsicle. I was just thinking that I was also thinking about Scream and Cream. For those of you who don't understand, those of you who don't understand pools yet and don't need and don't understand the impermanent loss if the value of one changes over the other too much, you can also do it simple and get your feet wet with Scream or Cream. So,
like, have you heard of Curve or Link?
Of course.
Right now on Scream at this very moment, if you have Curve, you can deposit that for a supply APY of 54.1% and then an incentivized Scream yield of 140.23%. Good luck getting that at your bank.
Are we talking on which protocol again? Because remember,
Scream.
a lot of these things. Okay, but which mainnet?
Correct. Oh,
because the
Fantom.
percentage is different on every mainnet. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I guess I could have been more clear on that. Here,
well, because if someone is on Ethereum and they go there and they don't see that percent, they're not gonna know why.
Well, hopefully people are understanding that Fantom is where you want to be right now. Really, I mean, again, always got to do your own research. I am about as bullish as I could ever. I'm more bullish on Fantom than I was about Matic last year, I guess is a good way to say it. And that did pretty well. And this I'm more bullish on for much bigger reasons too. This enables the world to DeFi. Like, Polygon's breaking, it feels every day. Yeah. I don't know.
If you want to share real quick, these are the much lowered interest rates on my screen right now. And I happen to be watching Link as well. But yeah, I'll blow this up since we're not to the side as much.
Refresh your tab there.
Okay. Well, it might not look the same because I'm logged out so that people don't see how much money I have in there. But I think it's accurate. It just doesn't look the same because I just, being careful not to share my wallet information.
I don't care about sharing mine. Let me show.
Yeah, you do.
No, I mean, because because it's this is a demo account.
Oh, I got you. I don't know how to jump around of those accounts. I tried doing an account that wasn't my main account, and it wouldn't work. I was like, good thing I only have a few bucks over here. Okay, so I did refresh the screen. It's just not connected. And if you look at
there we go. Yes.
And Link's on here too.
You got it. They enabled them both tonight, and I shared it right in the CryptoCave right away.
It's huge. Oh my gosh.
I know.
Oh, that is high because nobody's in it.
I was in it. I was in it right away. I took a screenshot
with your closest 20,000 friends on Twitter.
No, just really to share with our friends in the CryptoCave and you. But when they launched it and there was $2. Okay, okay. There was $2 in Curve when I got to it, supplied. I wish I could share this somehow.
It doesn't say there's liquidity on Link, but there does on Curve. Well, what you can do,
That
you can
that just
copy and
means that.
paste some of this into your Discord.
Oh, okay.
If you
Yeah,
need
yeah,
to
yeah.
hide how much you have in there, you could just show the supply and borrow instead of
Yeah, no, this is fine. This is
how much you got in there.
this this here. I put it in our TA part, but we can move that after or leave it. But can you see my Discord?
Oh, you're
Let
still
me.
looking
I'm
at
pulling up.
my screen, so
Okay, I got a window, Discord,
it's okay.
boom.
I got you.
Now,
It's right here. Boom. This is where you shared it
okay.
earlier. Wow, scream, because they added Curve and Link.
Yep, right away. And it's so what you have to understand is that these incentives they're dynamic, but um, what I just can you show the TA channel quick?
Sure.
I think I posted in there the screenshot I took.
I hadn't loaded that
Yes.
one yet.
So I was racing to get in because you're going to be blown away when you see the APY. Um, so
Oh,
for
when it
anybody
started, it
who's
was at 73,000%.
yeah, right. See, I hadn't even enabled collateral yet. I was racing to, and but I was like, oh, I got to get a screenshot of this because there's $26 that's been provided on Link and $2 in Curve. So like one Curve token was provided at this
But
point.
currently, how much is in it? It still doesn't say there's any in here, but that might be because I don't have my wallet connected. But it does show the Curve
33,000
has
Curve tokens.
33,000 already.
Yeah, that's a lot of them.
You know what's ironic? FA is very important because I'm actually short for a scalp on Link right now.
Um, well, this is going
Because
to help the price of Curve, in my opinion,
well,
because
I'm not
everybody
short
wants.
that. I'm short Link right now because if you look at the 4 hour, it's rejected, and it's working its way down. So I think I can get a little bit more downside action there. But
On Link.
yes,
Yeah.
but check this out. Oh, this is a good time to teach this DeFi lesson before we go too crazy. So
Okay.
when I borrow an asset on Scream, I'm shorted it if I turn it into a stable coin. So I had
Oh,
say
well,
30%.
preface this. You like for the def if we're the what are we the DeFi dudes? What are
We're the DeFi guys, like Five Guys burgers.
oh
Yeah.
the DeFi guys. That was
Yeah.
Steve. We chatted with on our member. Thank you by the way, Steve. Yeah. Is that what he said or the DeFi dudes? I think DeFi dudes.
He said DeFi guys, but if you like DeFi dudes, you're trying
Uh,
to take the words out of his mouth. We can't nickname ourselves now.
Shoot. Well, okay. But he was saying, there are so many people that want to understand this, and we know that that is the truth. It's just a bit. It is a little complicated. So what Trade Nichols is about to talk about right now is how to essentially use this protocol to actually short
Correct.
versus going long. But you're not actually
And
short.
it's
You're
actually
not shorting.
safer. It's actually safer because there's no leverage. So
Well,
when we short something, you're borrowing it instead of buying it. It's mathematically the opposite. Okay, so when we were at about $1.50 Fantom, and I was thinking I still see continued weakness, I shorted by borrowing Fantom, or more specifically Wrapped Fantom, because that's the how it works here. I borrowed it, and then I turned those into stable coins. And when I turn those stable coins back into Wrapped Phantom, it costs less to pay back my loan because it went down in value. Now, if you're wrong, of course, and Wrapped Phantom goes up in price, it's going
like
to cost you
any
more to pay back your loan.
yes.
Yes.
But hopefully you understood the concept. What he's saying is there's okay. So you take a loan of a stable, or excuse me, of like a risk asset, and then you go to Spirit Swap or Spooky Swap, exchange it for a stable coin. You hold said stable coin, or you could even deposit it in the Scream protocol.
Yeah, you could. You could.
And
I
and
did.
then oh, smart. Okay. So you were kind of like double dipping even in a good way. And then when you feel that your target where as to where it's going to decline to has been hit, then you get out and you buy it back and repay your loan. And now you're in the money. I mean, it's a
And looking
wonderful
at
DeFi
Fantom,
strategy.
looking all day long, last 18 hours or so, that it's stable and flat. Fundamentally, I believe in it going up. I can't say TA wise which way it's going to go after this, but I think I need to close my loan while I'm on the bottom of this range. I think I do.
Well, because
Because
fundamental, or well, okay, I'm sorry. Yeah,
I may not have a
fundamentally,
TA reason to say that it's going to go back up, but fundamentally, I believe that I shouldn't stay in the
can't.
short for long.
Yeah. Now, well, what about though the if we're talking, you said fundamental. Okay, what about
And
the
remember, I'm still long
consolidation?
on Phantom and Boo and Spirit. That hasn't ended. I just took a short while I was
It's
at it.
been,
Standard
I
trading
know,
value.
but I mean the on the chart, I'm saying the consolidation that we've.
It's
Couldn't you
that's
argue that
strong. Yeah.
that's yeah for that's bullish
Yeah.
both
It's good for
fundamentally?
us long term. Exactly. We set a better base for the next launch up.
Longer the base, the higher the space.
Yes. Not that it won't go down. I can't know the future. It's just fundamentally long term. I don't have any many doubts here. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
So okay, so we've talked about a bunch of DeFi stuff, which we've hit the NFTs because that has just been insane. I know
okay.
uh,
Well, I've got NFTs ready here too. Oh no,
it,
I have to hold on. I'm going
one
to
of
hide
our
my wallet.
members is
I'm gonna,
brilliant. Um, Sorry, go ahead.
no, you're fine. I'm just going to hide and switch from off screen, switch from Ethereum back to Phantom so that you
Phantom.
guys can see some of these projects. And what's interesting is one of our members is actually a former developer who's getting curious about developing again. You want to drop
Because
the headline on that for the news?
yeah, because of Phantom and we're talking about rarity manifested, which my what would you call him? The person I respect quite a bit in shadowy super coder or whatever the term is. Yeah, Andre Granier
The
of Yearn.
Phantom Phenom.
Yeah, yes, the Phantom behind Phantom, who is now in the core team of Phantom. Uh, and he talks about what fascinates him most actually is the consensus mechanism. And on Phantom, that's called lachesis. And we're not going to talk about that. But um, he, cre- he he created a game called Rarity Manifested that has just gone bonkers. Um, Phantom is now having more daily transactions than Ethereum, and I don't think that's ever going to change, personally. Um, and if you think about that for a second, what that means, you just got to let it sink in. I mean, why would that change when it's cheaper and faster?
Why would it change if it's cheaper and it's faster?
Why would the daily transactions revert to be less than Ethereum now that they've surpassed them if it's better than Ethereum?
No, yeah, yeah. I'm sorry. I trick you
That was a
sometimes with
trick. That was
Reddit,
like
but this
very
time you
weirdly
got me.
worded.
That was a rhetorical question, and that was a mind
Yeah,
puzzler. I get what you're
yeah.
getting at. Yeah.
Yes, it has a bright future. That's another way of saying it. But yeah, the so daily transaction count. I mean, I could pull that up. Or I don't know if you had it, but it was like 1.7 million, I think, on Phantom. And oh, that actually, sorry, this was 2 days ago. Today, let's see if I on FTM scan is where you want to check this stuff out. Phantom, it's like the Ether scan. Uh, Let's see. Oh my goodness. I don't know if this is this. I don't know if this is real actually. So give me a second. That would be insane.
Huh. Occasionally,
Um,
MetaMask tells you how much you're spending in Ethereum, but I promise you it's in Fantom.
wow. So there have been a million, almost 900,000 rarity transactions in the last 24 hours
900,000?
on that
So,
smart contract.
okay. And there's some other numbers I saw that only counted 300,000 of them. And 300,000 of them are on the official site, and 100,000 of them are API transactions on other sites. So 25% of them are people trying out the game in other places. Maybe we don't need to show it again or share it again. This is Training Nichols and I showed that quite a bit. There's like a daycare where you can pay. It's expensive. Trust me. Instead of pennies, it's dollars to take care of 10
Yeah.
characters. But
Can I
they
share
will
my screen
level
here?
up your character for you so you don't forget.
So,
They don't do anything
you
else
know,
for you. They don't collect the gold. They don't level you up. They don't add the stats. They don't fight the dungeons. But they'll take you on adventures, the way I understand
yeah,
it. Correct me if I'm
I
wrong.
know what you're talking about. I'm going to pull that up so people can see. But we need to set the perspective of like, look, okay, just trying to say, have some foresight. What is going on here? I mean, there's just rapid in like exponential growth on the network. So this is unique addresses. These are people that are using it now. So let's see, daily transactions count. So 1.6 million today, 1.7 million.
Is that all Phantom or is it a specific
Yep.
exchange?
That's just, yeah, that's on
Okay.
the Fantom L1 network.
So when they say that you only get a percentage of the fees, it still really adds up when you're in the liquidity providing pools.
Oh, yeah. Well, again, okay, let's go to Etherscan. Like what, what are the daily transactions on Etherscan? 1.2 million. So Fantom blew it out of the water today. And this is just by lot, actually. And now here's the rarity manifested contract. Look at what is happening. 10 seconds ago, 10 sec. I can't refresh my browser fast enough. And so what we're trying to really distill home is that you've got DeFi and non-fungible tokens kind of coalescing, growing on this ecosystem simultaneously, being led by the smartest minds in crypto. Where else do you want to be other than here? It would be my question to you.
Um, yeah,
If you
you're
have a good
absolutely right.
answer, please do share because I'm always doing research. But seriously, it's pretty remarkable. Now that rarity, there we go. Here's the official website that is, I believe, if I zoom in, it says "Made with Love" by Andre Cronje or something, right?
Yeah.
Destruction rains upon you.
Made with love, though.
Yeah, but made. Yes, you got it. So, anyways, this is just remarkable. But the UIs that are popping up so fast, and like our friend who shared some ideas with us, and he he I don't know how he did this so fast, but he literally mocked up a UI for. Did you want to explain it? Like, I mean, it was really impressive. But he's
Basically, you're talking about Z in our community, right?
Yeah.
So
So
basically,
he's a
what he's
developer.
working on, is a way which I've never seen. I haven't seen anyone talk about this. He's already talking about a way of putting your team together. Like I have a couple of characters, they're squishy. They can't face the little dungeon by themselves. But he's figuring out a way. He wants to figure out a way to get a team together so that you can actually say, "Oh, well, this guy's good at healing. This guy's a tank. He can take the blows up front. This guy,
Let's
this guy
take them
does
together.
range destruction from behind with magic or arrows or what have you, and pit them against other players."
Yeah. No,
Some
I
people
mean,
live for
it's
PvP and MMO, right? They don't care about the game. They want to fight other people, and some people hate
well,
it, and
okay.
other people love that. Those other people love it.
Yeah. Okay. Talk about gaming, right? In traditional
Right?
equity markets, gaming has been something that has been the focus of all the old school newsletters and talking about the rise of gaming, right? I completely agree with that. But the rise of blockchain gaming will dwarf what is happening. Um, and this is the start of it. So, when you look at, what I'm getting at here is like when you have possession of an asset that is something you acquired through playing the game and your hard work and it can't be taken from you and it's truly scarce, the future is just so exciting as to
And
what.
truly remember that the scarcity isn't what the character becomes. Not that you just bought this NFT and you hope it goes up in value. And I like Z's angle on it, that if you can PvP for it, then it becomes more important to swap for a better character, barter. These are things that are being built in version 2 with your stuff, but there's also the ability to transfer characters. I'm sure that
Well,
this will
did
be
you
coming
also
to the
know that
companies that will
there's a
exchange
live
more.
marketplace?
There's a lot. Wait, I thought it was just version 2 that wasn't here yet. It's live?
Version 2 is not here yet, but it's coming.
Okay.
Uh, there is
But we
also
can already trade our characters now.
there is a live. Yeah, I thought I shared it with everyone.
I know we just share so much that it doesn't all stay in our
Um,
brain at once.
where was that? Yeah, no, there's already a live marketplace for Rarity Manifested. Let me see if I can.
I'm thinking the reason why I didn't think it was live is because someone else wants to make a competing marketplace and
Well, of
theirs is
course
not
they do.
live yet. Yeah.
Um,
Well, because there's $100,000 boom,
oh
total of
yeah,
hundred
that's the
thousand
other.
dollars. 20,000 to build this, 20,000 to build that, 20,000,
Yeah,
and I'm imagining if you build it, don't you get a piece of the fees? I would hope, or is it just like a
yeah.
free
No,
API thing right now?
these are bounties is what. Okay, I just need to go to like Twitter and Andre Cronje's. Uh, he just was tweeting about this. Oh, he's got it in his background now. What this is? Um,
That's like Elon Musk putting Bitcoin into his portfolio or
yeah,
into his
seriously.
into his Twitter profile.
So here's V2 UI that took about 4 days to manifest.
Okay.
Pun intended. Sorry. Um,
It starts making me think manifest songs.
yeah.
Please make it
Um,
manifest.
now considering deployment to Fantom and Rarity support. That's awesome.
It's too small for them to read, so if you're going to read it, don't mumble.
Okay, I'm sorry. Well, basically, yeah. So everybody's going to start coming. Developers are going to come to Fantom because they just announced an incredible incentive program. You get 5 million TVL in your protocol. You get 5 million Fantom tokens. Okay, why would you build anywhere else? It is what I would ask myself. Now,
That's the
the
carrot
other
we're
thing,
reaching for.
what's that?
That's the carrot we're reaching for.
It,
But that's for creating a token and being a success on the blockchain with value locked in. Now,
yeah,
now
total
we're
value
actually
locked.
we're still trying to think about this boom.
Oh well, basically, he said there. Maybe it wasn't on his Twitter, someone else's, but there's. Is it this? Did they launch it? There is what are they called? Bounties for solving problems or building UIs and adding to this ecosystem of rarities that you can get paid a lot of
Okay,
money for.
I found it. I got your back.
Okay, can you show it?
Yeah. If we side by side, it'll look perfect. Or we're going to do big screen, no problem. So, bounty hunting, up and coming feature of Hero Collectibles, bounty hunting.
Like, yeah, do you know how to write code? I mean, where should you spend your time?
Well, personally, I need to
Again, sorry,
spend time building a
that was
community and trading
rhetorical.
and sharing with that
Yeah.
with others. But I support you with the tokenomics, with the design, with the communications, and how we want to represent ourselves, and to our the DAO that will later represent the token instead of us. I
Yes,
mean, we'll still be
precisely.
involved, but I mean that's
Uh,
incredible. There has never been a truly tokenized, governized community, and we're going to
there's
build it.
not. Exactly. Now, what you're talking about is seems like a very innovative concept. So you're saying people could vote with their tokens from the crypto cave. Sounds like a pretty cool idea. Would make sense that they launched on Fantom. To me,
I was calling
what
it a boon, but that's sort of like me getting into like Dungeons and Dragons speech. They're calling it a bounty, up to
I
$100,000 for building
I
games on
think I
top of
said
rarity.
bounty. I don't know. Um,
You were right. I
yeah.
was calling it like, yeah.
Oh well,
And
yeah.
eventually, if we
I
scroll
was
down,
like
I'll see my comment on here. But
boon. What is a boon?
it's
Yeah.
it's
So
kingly speak for I'm going to
okay.
give you something like, if you can kill this monster, you can have
Well,
this boon
oh,
of
okay.
treasure.
Like a commission, something,
Yeah, but
right?
if you're playing RPGs, you don't say commission. It's
Okay,
modern
fine.
stuff.
A
Come on.
a gift of mana.
Oh, that's very soul worthy. Thank you.
Yeah. But seriously, look at this. So up to 100K for bounty. Like, are you kidding me? Um, this makes me want to learn how to write NFTs only. Who You can learn how to do this and then program and get ridiculous paychecks. Like, again, it's just like I want to urge people to look into this. Maybe our unemployment rate is at insane levels, and here we have this incredible protocol doing all these wonderful things, creating opportunities for people. So you just got to get involved. You got to find the right community, which is what we're building. We're focused on because we know that without trusted people such as, say, Trading Nichols and I, who know what's going on, you may not know, like, should I really be going to engage in rarity manifested or not? And again, you do have to always make your own decisions, but we're kind of testing the waters first, so we're the guinea pigs in most situations. I think one of my characters died, right? Uh,
Well, I thought you checked back on him. He was okay. He just
I thought he was too, but we thought he died, or I don't know.
we know he didn't live through the dungeon. And I said scout first, and you said I'm just gonna go for it. And I was getting creepy crawlies because I'm like, the level
I
one
know.
doesn't go into the
I
dungeon.
See.
No.
I didn't know that though, but now I know. Now I know you. See, I don't. I'm more DeFi than NFT, but now this NFT stuff has got me just like I see the synergies too. By the way, for finance. And yeah, you said don't go in the dungeon, and I shouldn't have gone in the dungeon. I know it was my fault.
But you
But
see, at that moment, your mind was in the crypto cave instead of into the real world that we are trying to help people see.
yes, precisely. So you've got incredible opportunities right now. Oh, and there's Phantom is also building a CBDC in case anybody was wondering. It's like kind of like they just hit the announcement stage, like boom, 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 one after another. I just wanted to show this sandbox game. Uh, if you happen to have it up, feel free.
trying to figure out
unless.
how to answer this guy's question. They're like, "Can you reset your abilities?" I'm like, "Yeah, you can. I just can't find it because there's so many options." What was your question?
Oh,
I was trying to type trying to type a guy's answer for my research.
oh, so
Oh, what is
let me do.
that beautiful place?
So this is the sandbox, right? Which is on Ethereum gaming. Now,
Walking
this has
Dead.
taken forever to develop, forever, and it is
But the
painful.
kind
And
of RPGs my wife loves takes 4 years,
yeah,
and I'm serious.
but with Rarity, it's going the pace at which things are going to, like, it's going to advance the functionality of this, I think, within a month is what I'm trying to say. Like, okay, the sandbox, fantastic. They're on Ethereum. It's gaming. The Engine announced their gasless, whatever. That might be pretty awesome. Decentraland, fantastic. Rarity Manifested is doing more than all of those already, and it hasn't even been live for a week. So this, I'm just saying, like, the future is
It's because it's
much.
on Fantom. You can just
Yes,
say it. With the
yes,
challenges of Ethereum and file storage and them trying to delete files that haven't been used for a while, and some poor dev is going to freak out when they do that in the next 2 months. But with
yeah.
Fantom, it being node based, I bet there's more space for storage and programming and just anything you want to build. I'm not saying proof of work is dead like some people. I think that still has value. I think making it
For
difficult to
Bitcoin.
extract value. I think the worker class can make and build and mine more easily than just be someone with a lot of money to invest. And I think that people who can't trade might be better off mining. But what about
Wait,
LP
are you saying
pools? What about
mining?
yeah? That's why I don't think, even though that Phantom is node based and it's stake based instead of
Yeah. Oh,
mining to
okay.
proof of work. It's not proof of stake. It's proof of work. I'm kind of arguing between those 2 points.
No, no, it is proof of stake. Uh,
Exactly.
y- y-
I'm not saying
okay.
proof of work is dead. I'm just saying that proof of work is not a good place to build a game.
There's different use cases for different consensus mechanisms, I think is another way to say
Right.
it.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what Andre, or Yandre, lowercase y from Urine, calls it. I don't know where I read this actually. If he tweeted it or he wrote it in an article, but he did talk about what he's interested most is the consensus mechanism, which you so aptly describe, Trading Nichols. What when I asked you, okay, so what is a consensus mechanism? And it's how people, or sorry, not people. It's how the machines or the nodes come to agreement that something has occurred in an immutable ledger from around the world, basically. It's kind of a complicated jumble of words, but how people come to agreement, how the nodes come to agreement, and there's all these different ways you can design it, and we're finding, or I think we've actually found the best one, and it's going to lead to mass adoption, which I'm so excited about. Did you want
Can
me
you
to
wait?
pull this up?
Is it too much to ask, but can you wait for Phantom to be able to directly connect to your bank account? So you can just
Why would
skip
you need
all
a bank
those
account?
steps of Ethereum mainnet and back to the central exchange and
Why do you need a bank
it's
account?
well, unfortunately I still live in this world where
Yeah.
my
Okay.
bank wants
I
US
I
dollars.
know. I know. Okay. I mean, in 2 years, why would you need a bank account? Literally, when you can have something that is faster, cheaper, more secure, gives you way better returns using blockchain technology, why would anyone use a bank account? It makes zero sense.
I guess, unfortunately, I have to try to for devil's advocate here. There's a new shadow organization. It was on Bloomberg News the other day. It has three
Re-
people in it, and they won't tell anyone who's in it.
regulations.
And
Regulations are the only
they're
reason.
industry
So,
leaders that are here to fight back against the stablecoin incursion. And I'm just kind of like, come on.
yeah. Crypto is the best thing that could happen to the global financial system. The United States. I That's not my, well, I guess it is an opinion, but it's, you know, there are powers that be that don't want crypto to move forward. And, what's wonderful is that we can come here on YouTube and talk about this and say that's insane, because it really is. Because what we're talking about is enabling you to do all these things that only very wealthy people could do before, and now everyone can do them. So that's a wonderful thing. How can you argue against that? Well, if you're a power that be, you have a vested interest to not support that. So DeFi is good
And my
for
thought on that
everyone.
is the more and not to get into politics too frequently, but if it's pro crypto, I'm kind of like, let's go, let's push back, let's tell our leaders that we
Seriously,
disagree with what they're doing against crypto.
I
I mean,
know.
there's a
It's
bill
like
right
I would
now
just
that
like to sit
crypto's
down with a
illegal for us in two
senator.
years. It's, you know, that's serious.
What the what you Yeah, the last part you said?
Yeah, that's serious.
Yeah.
In 2 years, I have to get rich enough to leave America to keep doing what I do for a living. In 2 years, if that goes through,
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're right. I just don't see it happening, honestly.
because see, I love my country, but I love the world and I love all of its peoples more. And if I can't be involved with the revolution of
Yeah.
the future, then I won't be against America. I just will have to be where I can still do
Right.
what I do to make my living.
You're more towards like, well, that's kind of like in alignment with what I'd say we're trying to do at the Crypto Cave. It's about like, okay, you see humanity as humanity. Let's advance
Yes, and
civilization, right?
crypto should include absolutely everyone.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. And there shouldn't be people who are left behind. There shouldn't be people who can't access something because they don't have a net worth high enough. Like, just some of the stuff that we have in place is very, very wrong. Not only, it's also limiting economically. So it's a win-win-win to like just enable innovation, as the internet proved a billion times over. Crypto's bigger than that, by the way. So well, you could call it the third wave of the internet, Web 3. So yeah, not to go on a, well, I don't know if we are even talking politically. I guess we kind of are, but it's more so just talking about technology and wanting to either thwart it or encourage it. I don't know. I know how I feel about it, I guess, but
I agree. I'm long on humanity. And that's why I'm long on crypto. So
yeah, me too, me too. And I'm long on the fact that DeFi will become too big for any type of regulator to try and stop before they can even have the
and
ability
I've
to do
even
so.
heard chatter amongst regulators say, why do you need an accountant? Why do you need this? Why do you need that? It's already in the code. It already
You
can
don't.
calculate
The answer is you
everything
don't.
fairly and correctly and honestly without liars and thieves and bad actors. I'm not talking about protocols that fell. There's always going to be someone trying to shill some kind of stupid coin. I'm talking
Yep.
about solid, researched, quality
Yeah.
projects
Audited,
that,
where the code is available, on GitHub or something. You can take a look at yourself the source code.
Mhm.
Um, code will govern in a bright future for us. Humans will go. It's funny because we're talking about essentially the same thing: the inability to reach consensus, which is what most of our governments have the problem with. You know, when in crypto, that's what it's so good at. It's literally, people don't understand this consensus. Why can't both parties agree? Okay, they never get to consensus. That's what cryptos can solve. So yeah. On that note, I mean, we've been going for a while. Are there any more questions?
yeah, we got a little excited, but understand it's just because we had some technical difficulties and we didn't get live last night. So we had 2 days of news built up in us. and a lot of passion to deliver it. So we went on a little
Yeah,
longer
yeah,
than that.
thank you.
We
Oh, and I see
apologize.
uh, Red Red Line Man, wonderful name. Thank you. We will keep working at it here. Appreciate that. To kind of recap the conversation, we touched on DeFi and Fantom. We touched on the NFTs, the metaverse, the gaming explosion that's happening, Crypto Cave, where if you are interested in getting your feet wet in this and learning, come join us. The link will be for the free trial is there, but it's right there, should be on your screen, popped up in the either in my corner or David.
It's
Someone's
underneath you, Weston.
Okay. So yeah, you don't even have to enter your credit card, so you can try it, see what we're talking about. We're building this, and like we alluded to, we're also building it out to be tokenized. So in a special way where you can use your tokens to vote on how you want to shape the community. Whereas, say you don't like me as the leader anymore, or trading nickels, maybe a vote is held to say they're not doing a good job. And, a lot of possibilities for communities are created. Now, I hope that wouldn't be the case. That's a
As
bad
long as we do a
example, but
great job, I think we'll be fine. But if we're
yeah.
wrong, we're wrong. Or if they say we don't like this decision of yours, we're overturning you, then we're going to go with it, because in the end, if we listen to our community and we stay solidly connected to the ground, and that nobody's better than anybody else, and that's the whole point of a DAO, then we
Well,
will
and we
have a
can't
bright
stop it
future.
either.
If
That's
we
the other
try
thing.
to get our heads too big and don't listen to you guys and gals and do the right thing, then you can say, hey, we're wrong. And we'll have to be big enough to agree with you.
Yeah. Well, you can just outvote us. If you got to acquire tokens and stake and use the right. You have to have enough authority, but someone who's aligned with our interests long term and believes in community, yeah, you can vote and make your voice heard on a transparent, immutable blockchain, which is such a wonderful thing. So yeah, recap again. Fantom, very bullish myself. I think you are too. We had a kind of a crazy day with the news.
So please forgive me one little brag. I closed my short on Fantom, and I have 25% more Fantom than when I started. Which I
Wow.
did through Scream. I have 25% more, and
And you couldn't
so
have done that
that,
on Ethereum.
no, I couldn't have. I couldn't have afforded to. And I didn't even use leverage. I just used Scream
Oh,
and
wow.
some logic and understanding of, and
Yeah,
now I have
yes,
even more to
I love
go
it.
along with.
Well, yeah. Now, right. Imagine the abilities. We're still so early. So don't feel like you've missed the party. It's kind of just getting started, I would say. Really, it's hard to believe, but yeah.
It's not hard to
Um,
believe. It's not hard to believe at all.
so
All right, we better
so,
close up.
anyways,
You
yep.
loved
Thanks for
us,
joining.
so share us, and even better yet, check
Yes,
us out, right?
subscribe. Hit the notification bell because actually, I'm serious about the timeliness. That thing we were talking about with Scream. That was at a split second in time. And now I did go to share that right away, but you've seen how much it's fallen just in a couple hours. So time sensitive. Time sensitive is the point. So yeah, on that note, I hope you have a wonderful evening, morning, wherever you are, and hopefully we see you in the Crypto Cave, and we'll talk soon. Thanks for the good chat.
Trade safe.
All right, cheers.